As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. On first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Glass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big checks.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Working on the right. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got an open man. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss to the left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. The short hand, it's Scott. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's gained. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano a mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, running back on the move. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Armour. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Finds his man. It's Peppers. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the run, it's gained. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why that guy plays DB, not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ball's up to 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Duggan. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pocket breaking down. Let's it fly. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. At the 35, he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
And playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability to...
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Crosby. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To go up top. The sure hands, it's Peppers. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Takes a handoff. It's Peppers. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. You just got to make the catch.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense. Throw him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive on first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play, give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
There's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Peace. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 4 over Buffalo. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot.
He's loose on the left. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
May change this route. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going for it all. To the end zone and is picked off. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Gaines. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Peppers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The snap sets up the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Maddox. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got...
Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snagged in the middle, it's Lester. Turning it on! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And obviously you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to run it to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for